Mojang have confirmed in the next Minecraft Live, which takes place in a couple of weeks, that we will find out the next drop update. With us finding out recently the name to the copper update, it's now time to look ahead to the next drop. This is something Mojang have said themselves. And thanks to an extremely credible leaker, we could be looking at an ocean update. This is not clickbait, very credible leaker, and this is probably going to be your next big update you're seeing in Minecraft. Now, back in 2023, we had this leaker called Roger, and he was extremely credible, releasing things on his Twitter account that nobody else was leaking that would come true. There'd be nobody else saying it, so it would look very random. However, lo and behold, it would come to the game eventually. However, a lot of this stuff got DMCA'd because Microsoft and Mojang both are capable of doing that, because technically speaking, he is sharing content without their permission, and because they own the copyright, they could DMCA strike his account, and it was banned. So now he's moved to a private Discord, which unfortunately the only downside to this is not a lot of people can see this, apart from some leaks that come out from the people in this server. However, it does mean that these leaks actually can come out to the public eye. Just so you know, this Roger and / John is a credible leaker. Let me go over some of the things he's predicted already this year that nobody else was talking about until he did. On January 8th, he predicted something big would happen, and that was the first spring drop snapshot. He also predicted with a pig emoji something becoming pigs. Lo and behold, we got the brand new pig variant, and he was the guy who came up with the pixel leak for fireflies, and lo and behold, we now have the firefly bush in the game. So when I say he's a credible leaker, he really is, because all these things at the time is very random leaks. Anybody could have mentioned them. However, they ended up coming into the game, and this is why we cannot take it to a pinch of salt, because it's very likely your next big update is going to be an ocean update. Now, in this private Discord, so one of the members did release a server survey. John actually forgot to fill this in. He did reply with thanks for the reminder, and his reply was rather interesting. It was very simple, and he just said the word Nautilus. Now, if you don't know what this is, for some reason, it's obtained by fishing, and you use it to craft a conduit. Both of these things are, of course, already in the game, but both specifically are involved in the ocean. So given the fact that every other leak that he has leaked so far this year has been correct, and this is his next thing that he said, and Minecraft have said themselves that the next Minecraft Live, they will announce the next drop, and it is meant to be a surprise, an update to the ocean seems very, very likely. Especially with us getting into the colder periods now, everybody's going to be inside, everybody's on the game, updating such a big portion of the game seems very likely. So what have Mojang actually hinted? Have they left any little clues for us to look at? And the truth is, yes, they have. Minecraft have actually been very active involving the ocean and the Elder Guardian. In fact, they even released a full video about the Elder Guardian recently. We have articles about the ocean ruins, and in the most recent beta and preview 1.21.110.25, they even added this little section near the bottom. They added underwater music parameter to the Minecraft biome music, client biome component that enables the underwater music for the biome. Essentially what this means, it'll be easier for Minecraft to make biomes in the water or the ocean, which leads me to believe the next update could involve more specific biomes and developments around the ocean. Considering we've seen things like the change to the dark oak forest most recently, I could easily see them adding little mini biomes into the ocean. Jeb, in the original video I've just mentioned about the Elder Guardian, even refers to the Elder Guardian as a mini boss.
I'd call it a mini boss in the sense that it's very strong, it's persistent, it only spawns in these locations and they want to respawn, but it's not so strong as a boss, so it has its own health bar.
Of course, there's been a little bit of a debate whether it is actually a boss or a mini boss or just another mob. However, he refers to it as a mini boss at best, which maybe makes me think, are they thinking about the ocean that is more difficult and that does have a health bar? It's all very interesting at the moment, and with it only being a few weeks until that next Minecraft Live, we haven't got very long to wait, and this is kind of something I wasn't really expecting. However, you cannot take away from the credible leaks we've had and Minecraft and Mojang randomly mentioning stuff about the ocean. So again, none of this is clickbait, this is credible. Let me know your thoughts down below. Like and subscribe if this helps, and I'll be releasing some more videos about this over the next coming weeks.